ISOtunes, big thumbs up. Got a video that I've been putting together. Again, like I said in the past, I got a lot of stuff that I've been working on that I got to put together. But make sure you stay tuned for that. Click subscribe, click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on that. Gonna have all of the different headsets and earbuds and everything that I've tried over the years, and my opinions and what I think are the best so far. So look forward to that. Update on the Aerator. It is, again, another thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, really. 2 thumbs up. But that Aerator has been a lifesaver. It has been like night and day. It's like when I got this grandstand. To go from a walk behind mower to the grandstand, it was definitely a huge step up. But again, it's hard to step down. So I still have to use my walk behind Aerator from time to time. There's a couple yards where the gate was too small, but in addition to the gate being too small, the backyard was small, so that was helpful. So it's not like I had a huge yard that I really wanted to use the stand-on Aerator for, and had to use the walk behind. So there's a small gate, small backyard, no big deal, knock it out, boom. So it's there for a reason, for an emergency. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's, you know, pretty much on its final legs. I used the heck out of it the past couple of seasons, and it was already used when I got it to begin with. So but I'm gonna hang on to it. Hopefully I won't have to use it very often, if at all. But again, when you're putting out there a specific service like aerating, and you know, I don't really care so much where it's coming from, versus like my mowing and fertilizing and all my regular maintenance, lawn maintenance, I want that to be in the same neighborhoods I'm already in, and keep that route density, and grow it even deeper and even more than it already is. But as far as when aerating, above and beyond my regular clients in those routes, any other people that contact me from outside of those areas, I'm all about it, because that's extra, in my opinion, bonus money for that specialty service that you can really charge a good, profitable, competitive rate for. So I have to kind of have that walk behind, just in case I get those wacky properties that people contact me, someone that I would not normally do business with otherwise, but they need their yard to be aerated and possibly seeded, or they're going to seed themselves or whatever. So that's why I keep that around. So, but all in all, the stand-on is fantastic. I already have like over 70 hours on it, but again, not all of that is just aerating. I mean, you know, I'm riding to and from all over these different properties, knocking out a couple of them in one shot. So the hours seem to accumulate a lot quicker than on the mower. You know, I just zip in and zip out on the mower, where I'm taking a little more time with the stand-on Aerator, going over certain areas a little bit more if they're more bare, and I just want to break it up even more to get the seed in there, and so on and so forth. So the stand-on Aerator runs a little bit longer without actually aerating. And then next year, when I get a spreader attachment, I'm going to put that on top of the stand-on Aerator, so that I don't have to worry about walking around with that anymore. I'm going to eventually get a Lesco spreader, just because for the smaller backyards and just the smaller properties, rather than take this thing out, I can just grab, you know, that or again the Lesco spreader, and leave this as a backup spreader, and I'll use the Lesco. But for seed, I want to get the power spreader on the front of that attachment, and I can just knock it out in the fall when I'm aerating. So after I aerate with it, and then just fill it up with seed, fill the spreader up with seed, and just blanket the whole area, and then I'm done. Now I'm even increasing my productivity even more, but also the hours are going to accumulate more on the mower, which is the point to me saying that. But the tricky thing is, it's the hours on the engine, so that affects the oil changes and filter and gas and filter and all that kind of stuff, maintenance, but it's not affecting the chains for the tines. It's affecting the grease points for the moving parts as you're moving the aerator, but it's not going to affect the chains on the tines. So even though there's 70 plus hours on the meter, on the engine, there's not 70 hours on the tines and the hydraulics and the chains that have to be oiled like every 50 hours or 25 hours, whatever it is. There's a big giant sheet going all the way down the side of the aerator with a ton of maintenance scheduled things, which I got spoiled with the grandstand because the new one, it's got this tiny little sticker on the side right over there that you can't see now because of the wastebasket, but it basically had nothing on it. I mean, it showed the diagram of the mower with a few different things. That was like every 500 hours or something. I mean, it was really, really minimal. And that was the whole point of this new grandstand, to reduce the amount of maintenance so that the mower lasts longer and it appeals more to the professional contractors that just don't have the time or the money to keep dropping it off or paying their own mechanic for all this extra maintenance. So they found ways to reduce that, but they haven't done that with that. I guess there's only so much you can do. I mean, chains are chains, right? So you're going to have to keep the chains oiled no matter what. I don't really think there's a way around that unless they encase it somehow, which would protect the chains from getting banged up too and coming off when you're getting into some tricky situations aerating. But we'll see. This is all kind of new stuff, so you never know what's really going to happen down the road. They just keep evolving. So I'm going to have a review video, a better, more in-depth review video than the one I had in the spring when I demoed this aerator, now that I own it and I've been using it for some time now, several weeks. I'm definitely going to have more to say, and I'm going to have another video about that, so make sure you tune in for that as well. Click subscribe, click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out. Talk to you on the next one, guys. Thanks.